Hello everyone, myself CA Mahesh Lahoti, founder of Kriyagni AI, and today we are introducing a new term called as vibe consulting. You guys must have heard about vibe coding. Now 2026 is the era of vibe consulting. Now what is vibe consulting? First of all, we have to understand what exactly AI is and how it is impacting to non-tech people. Non-tech such as chartered accountants, management consultants, MBAs, financial analysts, and all others than engineers. The way it has impacted the tech guys, same it is going to impact non-tech as well, but in a different way. And the use case of AI for us is entirely different than how engineers are using. So we have to understand that. We have to keep in mind few things before jumping into AI. First of all, the very important thing which I personally feel, and it will clear almost 90% of your AI concepts, you have to ask the right question. The right question is something which is going to change entire game for you, for your AI journey and your upcoming future. So without wasting any time, let's jump to what we are trying to show here, how it's going to impact professionals and how we can extract the best out of AI. So the screen on which you are showing, it is known as Claude AI, which is a product of Anthropic. Claude AI is an AI model released by Anthropic. Just a chat GPT है, same this is for Claude. If we can consider chat GPT is for consumers, and if you are doing some kind of a domain specific work, I would highly recommend you guys to switch over to Claude. So let's start the vibe consulting show now. So as I was saying, what exactly vibe consulting, you will see exactly. Vibe consulting means the time which used to take through a traditional method, gathering resources, going on the websites, analyzing those numbers, and then coming to a conclusion. It was quite hectic and quite tedious. But as we all know, AI is pretty good at source synthesizing, analyzing all the sources at once, and then coming to a conclusion. So this is what we are trying to show here. And before starting, there is one concept called wrappers. So I just want to give you a short introduction about what exactly wrappers are. So what lot of startups, lot of people are doing is they are using an AI model. They are wrapping it around a website and they are showing it to you as a final product. That's it, nothing else. Like whatever product you are saying, it's almost a wrapper. So rather than putting it behind the website, we are just trying to show you what exactly is going in the backend so that we will have a clarity what exactly AI will do for us. It is for Gen AI, it's all about prompt. Rather than prompt, I would say it's all about context. The better the context, better the AI. As we all know, now intelligence is with everyone. The one who has better intelligence is going to kill. And to have that better intelligence, we have to ask the right question to the right systems. And how we can build those right systems? By applying right context. Previously, it used to known as prompt engineering. Now it has emerged into context engineering. Prompt engineering used to give answers like template based, but the moment you start moving to this context engineering, how you have to provide an exact context so that AI, rather than performing a general machine, it start to act as a domain expert. So this is our attempt to analyze the capabilities of AI, analyze what exactly context engineering is, how Gen AI is going to change consulting entirely, and how it can benefit to all of us. So let's start. As you can see, we have built one Gen AI agent. Rather than calling it an agent, I will call it as an assistant for consultant. So rather than me explaining what are its capabilities, let's directly jump to it. Hello. So let's see what our assistant or what our AI knowledge worker has for us. So our Jane AI agent is ready. So what is our agent? What are its capabilities? We can entirely see here. So this is our business intelligence research agent, and it is going to analyze only publicly available information. We have to be very clear. We are not going to use any kind of APIs. What I feel is APIs and all these external factors, the token should be used for reasoning rather than such kind of retrieval. So we do not connect any kind of APIs, any kind of external sources. We completely depend on AI's reasoning and how we can extract a better output always through this machine. So let's see what our tool can do for us. So now it's asking a few questions like rather than AI making plan for us, just want to give you a brief about what exactly there are. Rather than ChatGPT and Claude, there are few more tools in that ChatGPT, which is known as Deep Research, Google Deep Research, Claude Research. What they do is they prepare a plan for you. They prepare an extensive plan for you when you are using it for a domain specific work, and based on that they start to provide you an output. But what I feel is we should make a plan for AI rather than AI should make a plan for us. So that's our main motto, and based on that we have built our system. So AI is asking us something. So which target entity we are going to cater? What is company name? What are the research objectives? Now, as we have said, it is Vibe Consulting. So four domains which we are considering for this Vibe Consulting. The first is vendor assessment, like when you are evaluating any kind of potential supplier. Second is the due diligence, when you are doing any kind of merger and acquisition, due diligence plays a very crucial role. Third is competitor analysis, where are you standing, where is your competitor standing, how it's going to impact your future strategy. Fourth one is market intelligence, like entire industry landscape, like how your industry is performing, how you are performing compared to the industry, how market factors are growing, and others. You have to specify that. So we have mentioned scopes as well, like sometimes we just want a quick analysis rather than getting a complete entire report. So we have given certain parameters to our system as well. If you want a quick overview, you can mention that. If you want a standard analysis, so it will synthesize around 25 to 30 sources. And if you want a comprehensive, it will cover entire scenarios, entire points which we are saying to the AI, and it will analyze lot of sources, lot of reliable sources. We will discuss about what exactly the reliable sources are, how we have given weightage. Like current AIs are analyzing all the sources and giving weightage to all sources at same level. But what we feel is sources which are present on internet cannot be considered as reliable. All sources cannot be considered as reliable. That's why we have given proper tiers to all these sources, like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4. In tier 1, all government websites, actual companies press releases, and in another tier 2, proper research firm. Tier 3, social medias and all, and like that we have given weightage, and based on that our report will be generated. So let's jump to it. And what it is saying is what kind of time window. Like if I want to analyze for last 6 months, no, I want to analyze for last 2 years, no, I want our AI to consider last all 3 years analysis. Based on that we have to provide a conclusion. Depending upon the requirement of user, it will start performing. So what are your priority areas? You can define your priority area as well. And geographic focus, whether you want your analysis to be completely focused on India or other than India, or you want to consider for all other countries. So that's how context will be taken from the user first, rather than AI is giving you all the plans and preparing for it. It is asking you, it won't move unless and until user provide complete context. So let's see what kind of case scenario we can discuss, and we can analyze the capabilities of this tool. So let's take some example. uh, what can we take an example right now? So let's consider Reliance Industries Limited. And what we are looking for Reliance Industry, we are trying to understand the current market intelligence for Reliance Industry. So I will mention here market intelligence. As we had mentioned, our tool performs 4 different functions. So we are considering it here one, market intelligence. And as we had said earlier, we are defining scope. Either you want a quick overview, you want a standard, or you want complete comprehensive. For our demo purpose, we will analyze comprehensive. And we have to mention today's date, and today's date is 4 April 2026. So दिल थाम के बैठिए. Now you will see the magic of Vibe Consulting, what I was talking about. And let's start. So it is taking the time first, and now it will conduct a comprehensive market intelligence analysis of RIL. Now as you can see the research plan, what are the research objectives: current market position, competitive landscape, recent moves, financial performance, growth initiatives, all these research objectives which are required for a market intelligence. Entity profile, research phases. Now as you can see, lot of resources synthesis at a single time. Reliance Jio platform filing, Upstocks, Multibag, Agile One. Complete resource synthesis in just fraction of time. As you can see, it has covered majority of point which should be considered in a market intelligence report. Reliance Industries market share, India Telecom. Let me search for more recent analysis regarding to the reports. And as you can see how beautifully it has performed all that grunt work, all that kind of I'm going to a website, analyzing all the data, trying to find where the right data is, gathering that data, and again comparing it with other source data, analyzing it, and then coming to a conclusion. This rigorous process, by far now as I can see, it has analyzed more than, just a second, if we consider here 10 sources, around 60 to 70 sources synthesis. And as I said earlier, we do not consider each source as 100% reliable. We have provided proper tiers. So whenever you can see the source here, we have already provided to weightage to that source. Almost 70 sources synthesis. How beautifully it has created. Now see the report, see the final output. So Reliance Industry Limited comprehensive market intelligence report. First, the executive summary. Executive summary is for taking a quick action based, like I don't want to go to complete report, complete analysis. I just want an macro view and I will take a decision on that. So that's how we will provide an executive summary. As you can see here, overall assessment, it has provided critical attention to be taken, new energy transition accelerating, strong Q3 performance, strategic US expansion. So major point it has covered, the points which should really impact the final decision. So it will mention into that executive summary as we will go down. So it will mention the recommendation as well, not just report analysis. It will provide you recommendation as well. What was the finding? What a end user should take a action as well. It is not just a static report. It will provide you a direction as well. So and it will give you priority metrics as well. Like you do not have to consider all the factors. You have to give a certain importance to certain parameters. Now the detailed analysis, high priority, medium priority, the detailed analysis. See, company profile and market footprint. It has covered all the points, all that hierarchy which is present into a business, what kind of it is known as knowledge graphs. Like each company has knowledge graphs, company information, their employee structure, their SOPs, their policies, all if we consider at one place, it is known as knowledge graph. So the best part of our AI assistants, AI knowledge worker are, each report it will generate, it will act separately as a complete knowledge base, proprietary database. And such data is very crucial to train a AI model, train a domain specific AI model. So two benefits from one simple solution, that is AI knowledge workers. So as you can see, the detailed analysis, Reliance Industries headquarters, founded, leadership, business segments, it will cover all the points which are present in the market intelligence, which should be present in the market intelligence report, for which high-end consulting firm charges around 50,000 to 1 lakh rupees, and it takes around 2 to 4 weeks to gather. Even if we consider 2 to 3 analysts loaded all the business hours in which they are working, still it will take around 2 to 3 days to prepare, to analyze all these sources at single time and come to a conclusion. Meanwhile, as I said earlier, we are in the era of vibe consulting. Now you don't have to do all this grunt work. AI will take care of that. You just have to analyze the output, provide your professional judgment, and then provide solution to your final client. So that's how AI is going to change the entire consulting era. It is going to crush out all these data crunching, all these redundant work, and we can focus on what kind of solutions we can provide to our client at fastest way possible, and with precise solutions, not just some kind of random AI solutions. AI solutions, as you can see, we see आंसर्स तो बहुत बढ़िया दिखते हैं, रिपोर्ट्स हमें आ गया, गूगल डीप रिसर्च यूज करके रिपोर्ट्स, वी फील रिपोर्ट्स आर गुड, बट व्हेन वी स्टार्ट टू एनालाइज द nuances, the in depth, we can clearly see the AI slop which these guys are talking about. And why this slop is causing? Because AI is made for general answers, not made for domain specific work. If you want to implement it for domain specific work, you have to build AI systems. Without AI systems, you cannot deploy at enterprise level at high precision domain. So you have to keep that thing in mind. That is quite a necessity as well, because the training data on which AI is trained, it is on all domains it has considered. That's why it's not performing. It is not an AI's issue. It is just the backend issue which is causing that. And a lot of AI labs are trying to cover up this issue as well with providing high quality training data. And as I said earlier, these AI knowledge workers are generating such high quality training data. As you can see, the report itself, report is not a static report. Report has analyzed all the points, synthesized it, and then come to a conclusion. So report, rather than just being a report, it is an intelligence report. We are trying to create an intelligence with artificial intelligence. Like AI automation has some limitation. Like automation क्या है, मैंने एक बार बस टूल बना दिया, 11 बजे मुझे मैसेज आना चाहिए, and that's it. And GSTR2 भी मैंने कर लिया, एक्सेल रिपोर्ट डाउनलोड कर रहा है, मैं उसको बस क्लाउड को जाके, that has some kind of limitation. Again we are going like what was earlier, CAs were into compliances, like they were, and now what is happening now, CAs are going into automation. What is the difference between compliance and automation? Almost same thing. We have to change our mindset. We have to understand AI is much bigger than this automation thing. You have to understand AI is creating a knowledge, and knowledge has a value. Previously knowledge was really valuable, but as you can see, AI has democratized complete knowledge. So now who has a better knowledge, who has a better output, and who can provide a better insight to the end user? That's the next race. And if you want to win that next race, we must have such systems around it. And see, the report is still on, the vibe consulting is still going on. You don't have to go to the internet, search Reliance Industries revenue, Reliance Industries this, Reliance Industries that. No, you just have to wait until it do all its analysis. Just go through the report, and apply your judgment, and then you can provide the final solution. And if you can see, if you just copy paste all these output, and if you try to put it into chat gpt and ask like how much estimated market value, you will try to understand it will go around 15 to 50,000. We have created a value of 15 to 50,000 in just matter of some minutes. That's what AI is doing for you, that's what AI is doing for us. And we are going to win this race with the help of right AI systems, with the help of right mindset. Rather than getting into all these compliance, I request you all to get into this consulting, because consulting creates value each time, not just some kind of static value which an automation creates. Now you can see the report, analyst consensus, source tier. As I said earlier, we provide proper tier classification. कौन से source से क्या आया हुआ है. We do not just go randomly do the research and provide you a conclusion. Lot of creators I am seeing, they are just putting it into Claude, asking it to analyze it and preparing some reports. But that's not how high-end consulting take place. Lot of people complain about this ki AI do not provide you decision making, AI just can provide you a summary. The problem is of user, not of AI. If you had provided it proper context, then you can see the magic of AI, then you will see how that system perform. Strategic initiative and market development, just look at it, it has covered all the points which should be considered, not just some kind of random points, proper points from proper resources, and analyzing them and then coming to a conclusion. Market significance, challenges, again source tier as I mentioned, new energy transformation. Just look at the report, US refinery investment, source tier, as you can see, tier 2 sources. It is not from proper government, it has taken from major news outlets. So confidence level has also been mentioned. Retail expansion, oil and gas, competitive positioning, as we had given it a task of competitive intelligence and market intelligence. That's how it will consider the कि क्या position है Reliance की compared to other marketers. And all this report, even when a human consultant performs any kind of analysis, no, there are biases which are present into his or her analysis. Complete elimination of biasness. We do not perform any kind of biasness towards any resources, towards any information, because AI is not neutral, but if you put some systems around it, it will start act like a neutral. So whatever data which we will generate, it will be completely neutral, so that if someone is trying to sell this as a training data, the next model will be completely non-biased. So I think that's the second order effect. A good effect it will take place. So as you can see, reputation and market perception, legal and regulatory, risk indicators, operational risk hai, market risk, every point which is mandatory to cover in a proper consulting report. अगर हम किसी को consult करने जा रहे हैं, such a big company like Reliance, how this McKinsey BCG perform, it performs in such a strategic way. Now you just have to analyze and provide your own decision making. All other this synthesis, data crunching will be done by AI, these AI agents. Financial risk, intelligence and gaps. Many AI systems completely hallucinate, they just fabricate if they don't have any kind of data. But we do not allow any kind of fabrications. Our systems are built on such rigorous methods. If it do not have that information, it will directly say I do not have that information. If it has some kind of limitations while performing any web search, it will directly put his hands down. It won't try to fabricate and provide you some kind of conclusion. So this is one of the important criteria or important point we should consider before investing into any kind of AI solutions. And information age concern areas require additional research. Now what it hasn't found, it is giving us suggestion ki what you should do, rather than just giving a static analysis. So source documentation, so tier 1 sources, as We said we have given the weightage to these sources. As you can see, high confidence Reliance Industries website. Now what has happened here? Many a times company's website will go into tier 2 sources. Now Reliance has an reputation in the market, and also AI knows कि हाँ Reliance के website पे अगर ये data आया हुआ है, we can consider is completely reliable. That's why company's own website is in tier 1 sources. Tier 2 sources में क्या है? Bloomberg, Reuters, Economic Times. आणि tier 3 sources you can see industry publications, market research. Search methodologies, 15 targeted query searches. What it is covering? Recent news, financial results. क्रॉस वेरीफाई भी कर रहा है कि अगर दो सोर्सेस में कॉन्फ्लिक्टिंग क्लेम्स है तो कौन सा सोर्स किस कैटेगरी में का है. अगर वो हाई, अगर टीयर 1 में इट इज शोइंग यू 100, बट टीयर 2 टीयर 3 में इट इज शोइंग नो इट इज 50 60, नो इट विल कंसिडर 100 ओनली, क्योंकि टीयर 1 को हमने हाईएस्ट वेटेज दिया हुआ है. So after analysis, it is provide you recommendation what actions needs to be taken, as I had said earlier. So that's how Vibe Consulting is going to change the entire consulting market. Whatever the time which used to take, it has run in almost less than 10 to 15 minutes. And as you can see, the sources which it has synthesized in just 10 to 15 minutes at just fraction of cost. So this is our value proposition. This is the value proposition of AI as well, and that's it. If you feel this is useful, you can comment, or you can directly reach out to me, and let's make something out of it. Thank you so much.